this kind of stuff? Who says this kind of stuff? In Psalms 25:5, thou art the God of my salvation. In Psalms 31:3-4, he says, thou art my rock and my fortress. Here it is in the 4th verse. He says, thou art my strength. Have you ever felt like giving up and you don't know where the energy came from? David said, listen, I've dealt with some things that I almost threw in the towel. I got weak along the way. I wanted to quit, but when I stepped back off the situation, I realized that greater is he that is within me than he that is in the world. Is there anybody in the building? You know that the strength that you have today is because God is your strength. Lift your hands and say, thou art my strength. Oh my. Hello. It is Psalms 31:14. Thou art my God. I know I've done some things I shouldn't have done. I've said some things I shouldn't have said. But you said that you'll never leave me nor forsake me. So thou. All right, let's go. Ready? So in spite of what's going on, he keeps stepping back. But thou art. But thou art, but thou art. Yes, Saul don't like me, but you love me. Thou art. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I've messed up, but still, God, thou art, thou art. And until you can step back off your situation, this is what separates the wheat from the tare. See, anybody can come in here and jump when the music is playing, but what about when the music stops? What about when there's no praise team? What about when there's nobody encouraging you? When you can step back off of your situation, throw your head up in the air when you don't have any money, when you can step back off your situation and say, thou art my Jehovah Jireh, my provider. When you can step back off the mistakes that you made and say, I still know that you're my God and you're holy and there's none like you. Come on here, take a minute right here. Everybody that's ever been disappointed with anything or anyone, lift your hands, open your mouth and speak it. Ready? Let's go. Let's go. Speak it. Speak it. You speak it. Woo him, woo him, woo him. Woo him, woo him, you woo him, you woo him. You make him look at you and go like, that's my girl. That's, see right there? Now right there, in the midst of all these 3,000 people in this building, look at her. Don't look at everybody else. Look at her, because when she opened her mouth, she make me want to bless her. When she opened her mouth, she make me feel good about being God. In a world where people only want me to give them stuff, this one right here, if I never give her another thing, if I hold back everything from her, she's still gonna open her mouth and bless my name. Is there anybody in the building? You've been disappointed, but when I think of the goodness of Jesus, look, I'm done with some of y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to give you a chance. I'm trying to give you a chance. I'm trying to give you a chance to open your mouth. See, some of y'all, and I'm watching how some of y'all, I'm watching how some of y'all talking to him. Yeah, no. Are you serious? What I tell you about your body language? Didn't I teach you last week that your body language, your body language can speak louder than your words? And some of y'all sitting here, imagine somebody, I love you. I love you. Are you serious? I woke you up this morning and this is how you gonna talk to me? I made a way out of no way, and this is how you gonna treat me? You come into my house, you come to my house, I didn't come to yours. You came into my house and now you gonna disrespect me and not even. I need you to nudge your neighbor, tell your neighbor, you got to open your mouth and say something. You got to say something. You brought me from a mighty long way. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. You ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So disappointment didn't stop him. Disappointment didn't stop him. Disappointment didn't stop him. Disappointment didn't. Disappointment. Ready? Let's go here. Let's talk about family and friends. Let's talk about family and friends. Let's talk about when you just got crazy all around you. And some of y'all have allowed crazy to shut you down. And I'll let nothing separate me from the love. Come on, you ready? So let's talk. Because some of y'all sit over here, you look at people in ministry and you think, they must have a perfect life. No, not at all. Let's talk relationship. Remember how he served Saul in the Bible? Said that Saul, despised him and began to throw daggers. How disappointing was that relationship? How about his best friend, Jonathan? And the Bible said that their souls were knitted together. But then when the line was drawn in the sand, Jonathan did not go with David, but Jonathan went on with his crazy daddy. And some of y'all have had some friends that you thought were going to be with you through thick and thin, but they decided to go in another direction. And they don't respond to your phone call, your texts, or your emails. But the question is, are you going to keep chasing them, or are you going to go ahead and chase God? I can't get no help in here. You got to make up in your mind that for God I live and for God I'll die. If you never call me, that's okay. I got a hotline to Jesus, and I could call. I got to go. Let's go. Hold on. Have a seat. Let's go. You want to talk crazy? Your family ain't crazy. You haven't met crazy until you talk to David and his crazy family. Let's talk about family relationship. David had one son that raped his sister. David had one son that raped his sister, and the Bible said that David never went in and checked his son. And then when his daughter that got raped, the Bible said that she went into a room and closed the door, and you never hear from her again. And then another brother by the name of Absalom, he was a G. You understand what I'm saying? He was a thug. He was a serious thug that was raised up in the house. And some of y'all, you got some kids, and you've done all that you could to raise them right, but they just as crazy can be. And you can sit here and cry and mope over the fact that I wasn't a good parent. Oh yeah, well, keep it moving, boo. Step back off your parenthood. Lift your head up and say, I might have been a bad father, but you're the best father I ever had. You got to learn how to open your mouth. And the Bible says that Absalom killed his brother, the one that had raped his sister. And then we find out that he had another son who was so low down. You ever had a family member just straight low down? This man was so bad. Absalom, I'm telling you, he was from hell. Y'all don't understand. This man went and got his father's concubines, took them up on the rooftop and slept with them in broad daylight so everybody could see him sleeping with his daddy's women. Oh my God. Then this thug got such an attitude. He was so bold. He chased his daddy off of the throne and had his father running through the woods. Then one of David's men caught the boy in the woods hanging off of his dreads. And then the Bible says he shanked him right there in the woods. So now you got a son that's hanging out in the woods off a tree that's been stabbed. Then you go home and you got a wife that's not in your corner. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to me. Have you ever felt like you went home and you had no support? You feel like the one that should support you not supporting you, and you're in there fussing, cussing, and going off, but nothing seems to change. When you raise your hand, when you raise your voice, nothing's changing. Nothing's gonna change as long as you have on your boxing gloves. But the moment that you put your gloves up, come on, get ready to cut, and you step back off the situation, and you go to Psalms 32:7, and you said, thou art my hiding place, because I want to snap, but I can't snap because I'm in a hiding place in God. Is there anybody in the building? Have you ever wanted to lose your mind, go off on somebody, but you didn't go off? You just got in the presence of God because God shielded you from yourself. I wish I had a few. In Psalms 40:17, cut, he said, thou art my help and my deliverer. In Psalms 44:4, he said, thou art my king. I might not be a good king, but you're the best king I got. In Psalm 76:4, he said, thou art more glorious and excellent. In other words, there is failure in me, but God, you are excellent. You got to learn how to step back off your failures, get your attention off of you. It's not about you. Can you? Look what he says. Let's go. Come on down here. Tim. Let's go. Look what he says. He says this. He says, thou art more glorious and excellent. In Psalm 77:14, he said, thou art the God that does wonders. Oh my God, he's a wonder in my soul. When I look in the mirror, I can't believe I made it as far as I made it. Is there anybody, you know that God is a wonder? It confuses you and it blows your mind how he keeps doing what he's doing. Can I get somebody in the building? Listen, I should have been like my crazy family, but it's a wonder that I'm not like my mama or my daddy. It's a wonder that I'm not on drugs. It's a wonder that I'm not an alcoholic. It's a wonder that I don't have a... Turn and tell your neighbor you got to say something. Everybody that's ever had some bad relationships or some friendships, lift your hands, open your mouth, and say something. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Watch this. Psalms 86 and 10. Thou art great. Thou art God alone. Psalms 71 verses 3, 5, and 7. Verse 3. Be thou strong. Thou art my strong habitation. Thou art my hope. Look at here. Verse. Thou art my trust from my youth. Stop. Hold it up. Wait a minute. Go back over your life when you were a teenager, when you were young. Thou art the God that carried me through all of them bad, crazy teenage years when I did some stupid stuff. I shouldn't even be here today, but thou art the God of my crazy youth. When the enemy should have killed me, you covered me even when I was